Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a couple of couch potatoes in love that love doing some TV show reactions.
Ooh, we do, and we're in such a good one right now.
Yes, we are. Arcane, episode 7. We're starting Act 3. I'm not going to say like this is where we get to the juicy part because it's always all been so good and so emotional, and the character development's been really on point. Some good humor in there as well, which I wasn't expecting, and made us laugh, made us cry, and what more could you ask for?
For real. I mean, that sums it up well.
This isn't so good. It's someone else.
How do you know? When were you planning to tell me that your lunatic sister works for him?
What was that glowing stone? That's what I thought.
What's going on?
Stop! Get your hands off me! Leave her alone! You shy or just ugly?
You look good for a dead girl.
Nice! Echo!
Wow.
Hell yeah. I forgot all about him. I don't know how I forgot all about him.
Echo?
What do you know about this?
Nothing. What the hell is this all about?
What were you doing with Jinx?
And I just found her when you and your goons showed up. It's me, Vi.
People change.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
I thought you were dead. Now you show up with a pilty and give her a tour of the lanes?
So you just come out swinging?
Gee, I wonder who I learned that from.
Wow, you should have learned more. You still punch like a little boy.
In
Oh.
your face.
I remember when you wouldn't stand up to me. I missed you, little man.
Aww.
How long have you had those off?
How long have you been whining?
Oh.
They need her. They need Vi. They need her leadership.
I've tried every combination of rooms, but the subjects wither and rot.
We have the capacity to change our nature. It should provide everything one needs to survive a violent transition. I know the look of a doomed man. If you take this path, they will despise you. It's why I parted ways with Heimerdinger.
Jace will understand.
Did Heimerdinger part ways with you? It's quite a gym.
Hammerwork is such a delicate art. This border shutdown has people agitated.
Marcus brought this to me. Whoever built it knows exactly what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to believe what they're capable of.
Is that what's really bothering you?
He was my mentor, Mel. And I betrayed him.
Yeah, you
Yeah, he did. Rather easily, too.
Everything you said about him was true. Heimerdinger will understand eventually. It's your time.
First, I have to save Victor.
We'll get through this. I'll stall the council, but they'll soon need their leader. Try not to lose your nuts.
Yeah, she's not on your side, dude. She's using you. To what end, I'm not sure, but...
Just gonna say, I don't know of any of our politicians that are in that good shape.
Enforcers are searching anyone who crosses the bridge. The Kim Baron scheduled an assembly.
I need to find Jinx.
She'll come to you when she's ready.
Pretty sound advice. Wouldn't expect that from her.
But I don't know that it's really beneficial advice, because Jinx is someone who needs to be shown the love of somebody
Yeah, for sure.
going after her.
They took her. She was there for me. Not the enforcer. Well, she's just some stupid topsider.
She's stapling her own leg?
Yeah. Oh!
Caitlin.
The broken mirror part is very reminiscent of like the Joker in the first Batman when he breaks the mirror and he starts laughing and like the broken mirror was like on her eye and
I see a lot of crossover between her and Joker. Damaged and crazy, but very smart as well.
I always thought she was more Harley because she had a soul. I don't know. I mean, she's just legit crazy.
You built all this?
Silco flooded the lanes with Shimmer. He didn't care what it did to people. They needed somewhere safe to start again.
I should have been there. For you.
Yeah.
For everyone.
Powder's gone by. All that's left is Jinx, and she belongs to
You're
Silco.
wrong. She's still in there. I can reach her.
You
Yep.
can't.
She's the only one.
This is everyone we've lost. Your sister works for him not because she has to, but because she wants to.
I mean, Echo's not wrong. If anyone can reach
not.
her, it's Vi.
I understand where Echo's coming from completely, but I mean, she there's no quitting her, especially when it comes to Powder.
Jace, what is this? I order a blockade and my own partner violated. You ordered this? There are people down there who seem hell-bent on destroying us. They're dangerous. I'm from the Undercity.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just afraid, Chase.
We aren't due for an assembly.
Ever since you spun topside, profits have been plummeting. We're all wondering, what's your plan to fix this? Better to have some trade than none at all. How are you meant to bring Piltover to heel if you can't handle your own people? Huh?
Fair point, but I think he's gonna make you pay for that.
Have you forgotten where we came from? I pulled you all up from the depths, offered you a taste of topside and fresh air. I gave you life. We came from a world where there was never enough to go round. That is why we fight. Don't forget again. Good meeting.
It's a good villain.
It was effective.
Mm-hmm.
This arrived for you.
From her hometown.
That's what I'm thinking.
What have you done with Vi? Let her go. I brought her here. It's me you want.
My hero.
But I thought you...
Vi tells me I can trust you.
Let me help you with that.
Where have you been, Jameson?
Chasing down dead ends. They're not all dead. Don't move, silly. I might hurt you.
Marcus never told me she was in Stillwater.
But you found out she came back. You lied.
She and the Enforcer are back for the crystal, not for you. I am your family.
It's beautiful.
If your people had your way, it'd be rubble and ash.
They think you work for Silco.
Your people hunt us. Silco pays them to do it.
You're wrong. She's not your enemy.
Then what's this?
You have to let me take that back. Someone with the right knowledge could build any hex-tech device.
We could beat Silco with this.
It's wrong what's been done to you. You'd be well within your rights to keep it. If you do, this cycle of violence will never stop. This city needs healing. More than I ever realized. Let me help you.
She just won Vi over.
You got a plan?
Completely.
I have a friend on the council.
He's not who you think he is anymore.
I'm the one who gives it to them.
Good job, Echo.
You think they could crack Hextech?
It's been suggested that they may have found a way to utilize the gemstone.
What are you suggesting?
We should prepare our own countermeasures.
Absolutely not. That is not why we invented Hextech. Heimerdinger would never go first.
Heimerdinger's inaction is what brought us here. You said so yourself. I'm only asking you to prepare to defend your people. The decision is yours.
She says that, but know very much that decision is not yours.
What if she's right? We agreed Hextech was to improve lives, not to take them.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's the right wire.
I'm about to say, the blue wire, cut the blue wire!
There is always a choice.
Oh, that was the thing that Heimerdinger was talking about. That was the same picture.
I'm worried I have to do something I never thought I would.
You don't have to. Heimerdinger. Oh, what have you done?
I can't leave her again.
You can't change her.
I have to try.
Don't get yourself killed.
No promises. It's been real, Cupcake. Thanks for everything. It's just a goodbye.
Sir, I have proof. Silco's behind everything.
Show me.
No.
When is this dude gonna get it?
I'm thinking right now. Go, Vi.
I told you to leave this alone.
An army of fireflies.
Yeah. Now attack. Oh!
Whoa.
God.
I mean, they look like fireworks, too.
Mm-hmm.
Effective. Lethal.
Yeah.
Still pretty. think that was something
He's
that
got,
blocked
he's
the bullet.
got a bullet vest. Jinx. That was the same song she was singing in the first episode when she was a kid. Yeah, I thought his end would be more satisfying. It's not.
Jesus, Jinx.
Oh, hell yeah, Echo!
Yeah, Echo.
Way to go! That was a badass moment.
It was.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Dude, go with him.
He can't.
You could have taken him and I could have talked to Jinx.
Look who it is. The boy's savior.
Oh, damn. Can't hesitate with her. Another very powerful ending, and you know, I gotta believe Echo's all right. I mean, you know, alive at least. What do you think?
We didn't see him dead,
No, we didn't see him dead.
so there's hope when
Yeah.
you don't see him dead.
And I don't think. I mean, I don't put it past Jinx to do a kamikaze mission, and you know, if she's gonna go down, she's gonna take everyone with her. But at the same time, I think maybe it was just like maybe like a knockout gas or something that she released. Echo's watch that he dropped, that was like going back and forth with the ticking. Was that something where like was similar to what Tracer has in Overwatch, where like he can like reverse time or whatever for himself, or like, because it seemed like he was either remembering a past battle that they had and she got the best of him, and it seemed like he was a step ahead of her moves. And I don't know if it was that was because of the watch or whatever, or if that was just a way to like, you know,
Like just deja vu.
yeah, just deja vu. And this time he was ready for her or not. So yeah, I wasn't sure the significance of that.
I did think it was really cool the way they wove in the music and the stylized aspect of the fight. There was a part of me that's like, are they really just going to show it to us this hyper stylized? 'Cause
That's what I was wondering too. I didn't
thrown out of it.
Yeah.
But as soon as they returned to normal and we saw how it actually played out, then I was very much on board with the stylized aspect of showing it initially in that form.
That's exactly how I felt. At first, I was a little disappointed. I'm like, okay, the stylization is cool and everything. I'm like, but I really want to see them fight, and it almost seems like, I don't know, kind of like a cheap way out or something of like showing the actual fight and some choreography going on in there. And like they hadn't skimped like that before, so I was wondering why they did it now. And you know, there is a lot of stylization to this. I really liked the Jinx's friend who had died, like looming over her like as the shadow. I thought was really great. It kind of reminded me of like, I don't know, like Peter Pan's shadow or something. You know, that like has a life of its own.
I also really loved just sort of the more we see of Jinx, the more I'm terrified of her. I despise her, but I also feel so much pity for her. They're doing a really good job developing her, and all the characters, yes, but
yeah.
I think particularly selling someone like Jinx is tougher to get that balance of absolutely maniacal and doing terrible, evil things, and yet still also managing to make me feel some pity for them.
See, and I never have gotten any sort of hatred or whatever towards Jinx. I think that the way they did it was really smart because they, you know, it's one thing to show me a character that has done terrible things or, you know, like hurt people or like is a little bit crazy, and then show me their past. I'm like, oh no, but this is why they're like that way. And for me, that's a harder sell. And to be like, okay, yeah, like I get it. They, you know, they've hurt people, and they are, you know, had to overcome so much and have had like trauma in their past, and that's the way they are. But I'm still not, like, you know, I'm still not excusing them. I'm still not invested in them. But this way they started was I was invested in Powder right away. I was invested in Powder and Vi's relationship right away, and the, you know, older sister, younger sister dynamic there, especially, you know, having. Being the youngest myself and having older siblings, that really, like, you know, like struck a chord with me, seeing how, you know, she was like, you know, abandoned and alone, and she was so easily influenced by her surroundings, I think, and, you know, she just grew up with the wrong role model after Vi had to, you know, be taken away.
Well, also, it's not just a benefit to Jinx that they tell it this way, but it's also a benefit to Vi. I mean, we really see Jinx as Vi sees her, which is always and forever as Powder, despite everything that she does. So it's easier for us to see the story through Vi's eyes, and she's obviously our protagonist and our hero character. So we get to see it through her eyes versus, I think, when you start evil and work backwards, that person who has faith in them, it's easier to dismiss them as being foolish or blind or naive or even stupid, that they're continuing to have this faith in somebody who's so easily beyond reaching at that point. And yet, because we're following the story through Vi's eyes, we can see exactly why she believes I can reach her. I don't believe that she necessarily can't either. Like, I'm invested in her, and I believe in her to the degree that I'm not sure Jinx is unreachable. I mean, she's done some terrible things, and she's definitely got some mental health issues. But maybe, like, there's that glimmer of hope that maybe Vi can do it.
I'll be curious to see what Jace's partner turns into, and sort of, you know, they showed what Heimerdinger's vision was, like how magic can go wrong, right before that happened, right before his transformation and everything, and so that was, it's probably not going to be a good thing that happens to him. Now, we had, I think, guessed that he was going to be the magical, like, you know, the downfall of magic or whatever, or like show the evil side of magic, but I don't think that when I first saw him, I thought he was going to be kind of like more of a weaselly character. You know, you can see his motivation and why he's doing what he's doing as well. And so that's what they do a really good job of, is all like the sort of characters that make questionable choices, you can kind of understand where they're coming from, and you know, have a lot of empathy towards them. And so that's one of the great things this show does.
Yeah, everybody's a shade of gray.
Yeah.
Nobody's white and black. It's not that clear-cut good and evil. It's not that simple. It's everybody's in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, because even Vander, who we love so much, he has you know, dark past. He wasn't always that great.
Yeah, and that's humanity. Everybody falls on the spectrum between good and evil. Nobody's wholly one or the other. I don't even care. I'm like, you could be Mother Teresa. You could be a terrible human being. There's going to be something in you at some point that's not all evil or not all good. Because that's just, humans aren't pure in that sense. We're not pure one thing or the other.
I think the two most virtuous people in this show are Vi and Kate, and you know, their buddy cop duo. We haven't really seen the darker side of them, or them really make poor decisions. Well, I mean, I feel like Vi giving herself up was a poor decision. I think I said at the beginning that, like, you know, with her gone, I didn't think Jinx would or Powder would turn out well. So I didn't think she was really thinking about the ramifications of that. Like, but again, she was doing it for like a noble purpose. She was doing it, you know, she was sacrificing herself to try to save everybody else. So it's not, again, I can't even really fault her for that.
It kind of goes back to choices and what they said in this about like how there is always a choice, and there absolutely is. Like, you can choose to act on your better angels, or you can choose to act on your worser impulses. And I think, you know, we consistently see Kate and Vi put in situations where it's not easy, it's not cut and dry, but they seem to choose based on their better angels. Like, Vi's choice of turning herself in, maybe that wasn't the best choice, but it was done with the best intentions and the best reasons. You know, whereas Jinx, her intentions are just love me, like constant need for approval, for love. It's very all self-centered and introverted, and it's all her all the time, which we understand with her abandonment issues, but that's not exactly the best intentions are the best reasons to live out your life. And it kind of gets her into a lot of trouble.
Echo, really like seeing grown up Echo. His little entrance there in the fight scene with Jinx when he was riding that little hoverboard.
Yeah, he's
was
badass.
Very cool.
He's got a little bit of a Michael J. Fox action on that hoverboard.
And,
way better than Michael J. Fox.
Way
on the
better.
hoverboard.
Way better. I do wonder what would have happened if Vi had taken over for Vander instead of Echo, and how it would have changed. Would she have been able to, stand up to Silco and rally everyone behind her, or would it have still ended up the way it has been?
And I gotta say, I had knocked Echo for not having charisma, but by the end there, his guts made him have charisma.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
So that's something where I want more people rallied behind him now, because I've kind of seen him in action in that role of leader when he takes the hit.
Yeah.
Let's Vi and Kate go, and he takes the hit and goes down swinging if he's taken down, which is... Yeah,
that's when he showed up, when he was... He had, then you could think, okay, I can see why everyone followed him, why he was put in charge now. Now you can see that. You saw that in that moment, in that bridge. It's like, okay, yep, this is what he's doing. He's willing to sacrifice himself. He's willing to do the dirty work. He's willing to, do whatever it takes to protect his people. And, Vi and Kate, even though he didn't even trust Kate at first, are his people now. And, he's got to protect them against Jinx. So, props, Echo. So if you enjoy this reaction and you want to see our full reactions, go ahead and check out our Patreon. It's down below in the description of this video. We have our full episodes available on there. It helps support the channel, and we really appreciate it. And get ready for our next reaction for episode 8 for Arcane. We can't wait for it. And just keep in mind that our reaction for Arcane episode 7
is definitely not definitive.